Dear students, in the previous class we discussed about the laws of chemical combinations. That is 5 laws we all discussed in the previous class. In this class we are going to be discussing about the Dalton's atomic theory. That is Dalton's atomic theory. This theory was, that is Dalton's atomic theory was proposed by Dalton in the year 1808. Dalton in the year 1808 proposed this Dalton's atomic theory. The main postulates of this theory is the first postulate. The first postulate is going to be says that the mass is that is a matter means the matter is composed of very minute individual particles called as atoms. That is the first postulate is going to be says that is the matter is composed, that is the matter is composed very minute individual particles called atoms. That is the first postulate which says that the matter is composed very minute individual particles called as atoms. The second that is the second point, it's going to be says that is all the atoms in the same element. All atoms in same element having identical shape, size and the properties, that is shape, size and mass etc. That's about the second point. All the atoms in the same element having the identical shape, size and mass etc. Like that only the atoms of different elements. There is different elements are different in their size, shape and mass etc. Means ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಐಡೆಂಟಿಕಲ್ ಶೇಪ್, ಸೈಜ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಸೈಜ್, ಶೇಪ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮಾಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ postulates of this. Then these are an atom is the smallest particle which take part in a chemical reaction. An atom is the smallest particle which is going to be that can take part in a chemical reaction. Next postulate. Atom ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು smallest particle ಇದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ is going to be take part in a chemical reaction. Atom is a smallest particle which take part in a chemical reaction. This is about the another postulate. And then one more is atoms can neither be created nor be destroyed. Then next postulate is atoms can neither be created nor be destroyed. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Then atoms of different elements combines to form a, that is a simple whole number ratio to give a, that is a molecule. The atoms of different elements, that is different elements combined in a fixed simple whole number ratio to give a molecules. This is about the another postulate. This is about the main postulates of the Dalton's atomic theory. Dalton's atomic theory was proposed by Dalton in the year 1808. The main postulates of this Dalton's atomic theory is, that is the matter is composed of, that is very minute individual particles. The very minute individual particles is called as atoms. Then atoms of different elements having the different in size, shape and the mass. Atoms of the same element, if you are going to be taken the atoms of the copper, it's having the same shape, size, then mass. Then atoms of different elements, if you are going to be taken the atoms of aluminium, then atoms of copper, at that time these are having the different size, then shape and the mass. Then the atoms in the smallest particle which is going to be take part in a chemical reaction. Then atoms cannot be can neither be created nor be destroyed. ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಟಮ್ಸ್ನ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದೆನ್ ದ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ಡ್ ಎ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ whole number ratio to form a molecules. These are the main postulates of Dalton's atomic theory. The next we are going to be discussing about the atomic mass. That is atomic mass of an element. That is now we are going to be discussing about the atomic mass and molecular masses. First we are going to be study about the, that is atomic mass. What is meant by atomic mass? There is a mass of one atom. The mass of one atom, that is was determined relative to the other by experimentally. This was taken as, that is carbon 12 isotope. That is carbon 12 isotope. This as taken as a standard by IUPAC. That is IUPAC. That is IUPAC means, that is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. That is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. They are going to be taken as a carbon 12 as a standard thing to find the, that is the atomic mass of an element. That is atomic mass of an element. It is defined as the atomic mass of an element can be defined as the ratio of an atom of the element, ratio of an atom of the element to the 1/12 the mass of an atom of the carbon 12. The 1/12 the mass of an atom of the carbon 12. This is about the definition of atomic mass of an element. Atomic mass of an element can be defined as, it is the ratio of an atom of an element to the 1/12 of the mass of an atom of the carbon 12. Here, this we are going to be taken as in the atomic mass unit, that is 1 AMU is equal to the value 1.66056 into 10 to the power of minus 24 grams. Here the 1 AMU is nothing but it is exactly 1/12 of the mass of an atom of the carbon 12. Carbon 12. In this we are going to be taken as that is 1 AMU. If suppose we need to find the atomic mass of the hydrogen atom. The atomic mass of the hydrogen atom we are going to be taken as the atomic mass of an hydrogen atom. Hydrogen atom. Here it's going to be formula used to find the atomic mass of an hydrogen atom is the mass of an element. Atom of an element. That is going to be mass of the hydrogen atom we should take here. That is 1.66. That is 1.6736. 1.6736 into 10 to the power of minus 24 gram divided by the 1.66056 into 10 to the power of minus 24 gram. On this, calculating on this, we are going to be getting that 1.008. That is 1.008 AMU. Nowadays, this AMU is replaced by U. That is the U is nothing but unified mass. That is unified mass. We are going to be taken that atomic mass of hydrogen is equal to, that is atomic mass of hydrogen is equal to 1.008 unified mass. This is about the mass of atomic mass of the hydrogen. Now we are going to be suppose that if the element present in the if the element is present in the isotopic forms. Here suppose the carbon is going to be present in the isotopic forms. We know that the carbon 12, carbon 13, carbon 14 and all. How to be find the average atomic mass? We will discuss now. The average atomic mass is equal to the formula which is used to find the average atomic mass is equal to, that is now we are going to find the average atomic mass. Suppose find they are given that formula used to find the average atomic mass is the average atomic mass is equal to atomic mass is equal to the formula which is used is m1 x1 plus m2 x2, like this only. They are going to be taken up to some particular value. We don't know the particular how many isotopes are present. That's why they are going to be taken as plus mn xn divided by this divided by the, that is the 100. We are going to be taken as divided by the 100. Here the m1 and m1 m2 like this, these are called as the isotopic atomic masses. This where m1 comma m2 are isotopic atomic masses. Then the x1 comma x2 are the abundance, isotopic abundance, that we call as the percentage of abundance or percentage of abundance. This is about the formula we use to find the average atomic mass. If suppose in the examination they are given find the average atomic mass of the carbon. At that time, how to find, we'll see now. Suppose in the exam they are given that calculate the average atomic mass of the carbon by the following data. Here the isotope they are given, the isotopic carbon is is carbon 12, carbon 30, carbon 14. Relative abundance they are given the atomic mass of that isotope. Then to find the average atomic mass solution, now we are going to find that the average atomic mass, that is the average atomic mass is equal to, that is the first one we are going to be taken as a carbon 12, that is the mass of the atomic mass of the carbon 12 and the abundance. That is the formula which is used is, that is M1 x1 plus M2 x2 plus M3 x3 divided by 100. Then the M1 is here the carbon 12. Atomic mass how much? That is, we are going to be get that 12 into 98.892 plus. Then the atomic mass of the carbon 13 is 13.00335 into, that is 1.108. Like that only, if you are going to be taken the carbon 14, that is a plus carbon 14, how much we are going to be get that? 14.00317 into, that is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 10 divided by 100, divided by 100. On calculating this, you are going to be get that 12.011 unified mass. This is about the average atomic mass of the carbon. Average atomic mass of the carbon. So for that your homework, you should do that. One more example I will do in the I'll send to the WhatsApp. Okay. This about the atomic mass and the average atomic mass. How to find the average atomic mass and the atomic mass of an element. Now we are discussed about the how to calculate the average atomic mass of the element we are discussed. Now we are going to be discussing about the if they are given the natural abundance instead of the relative abundance, how to calculate the relative abundance and the average atomic mass. We will see in this. In this they are given that natural abundance. The natural abundance is of the chlorine isotopes they are given, that is chlorine 35 and chlorine 37. In this the formula which is used to calculate the relative abundance is equal to the percentage of natural abundance divided by 100. Now we need to calculate the relative abundance of the chlorine 35 and chlorine 37 isotopes. Relative abundance of the chlorine 35 is equal to, that is a relative abundance of chlorine 35 is equal to, how much they are given natural abundance, that is a 75.77 they are given, then divided by 100 we are getting the relative abundance that is 0.7577. Like that only relative abundance of the, that is a chlorine 37 we are going to be calculating. Relative abundance of chlorine 37, how much they are given natural abundance, 24.23 divided by 100. We are going to be get that 0.2423. We are going to be get the relative abundance of the chlorine isotope. Now we are going to be calculating the average atomic mass. Here the average atomic mass is equal to average atomic mass is equal to, that is how much relative abundance of the chlorine 35? That is 0.7577 into, that is atomic mass of the chlorine 35, that is 34.9689 plus then relative abundance of the chlorine 37, 0.2423 into, that is the value we are going to be taken, the 36.9659. On calculating this, we are going to be get that average atomic mass, that is 35.4527 unified mass. This is the way of calculating the, that is average atomic mass if they are given the natural abundance instead of the relative abundance.